T.
Miss 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 T.
Can't wait for you to meet Miss T. She is the T in T.
Welcome back. I got a good one for you today. Today we're going to talk about assignment. Now let me explain that a little bit. I am I'm a dancer, a producer, a writer, an actress now in my own children's television program, but I'm also a CEO and I build infrastructure as it pertains to entrepreneurship and national business. I'm also a nonprofit owner and a funder and a fundraiser. I'm also a mom and a grandma and so many other things. These are all my labels, my titles, and the expression of my core it. My core it is I'm very gifted in that. I'm blessed in that I'm clear about what my assignment is. And I'm saying assignment as if everybody is born with a piece of the puzzle for humanity to be better. You arrive with an assignment and all the potential you need in order to express it, execute it, fulfill it, and have success in it. And so when I think about, the landscape of my life and the thread of the thing that I've done my entire life, the word that came to me is builder. I am a builder. I don't just build economy. I don't just build entrepreneurship. I also build people. I also build encouragement. I build moments. I am a very good hands-on doer and a builder. So when I look at the assignment on my life and I scan all the different things that I've been able to construct that lend to the betterment of humanity, pockets of it, and then the global landscape of it, I've built some things. And if that's not a word that I would have said, I love people and I'm a helper. But the word that I got, in my spirit was you are a builder. And so that helps to clarify the assignment because I'm still tasked with going to different territories, different cities, different states, and constructing things that help people have better lives and richer lifestyles, including a podcast, including an actual physical structure that people could show up in and experience an event. But again, builder. So now I'm asking you to do something today. And the reason why this process of identification is important is because as your seasons shift in life, as the players around you change, the core of who you are and your assignment will always remain. So there's something to be said about the process of identifying what that core thing is. So here's what I want you to try. You don't have to do it right this second, but I do want you to do it. I want you to just take the time where it's uninterrupted time, and I want you to scan the landscape of your life. Look at the careers, look at your hobbies, look how you show up for the people that you love. Look how you show up for strangers. And I want you to find the common thing. So again, my common thing is build. Don't tell me the problem that you're experiencing because my instincts will cause me to start solving the problem so we can build the solution. That's just who I am. That's how I am. And I'm hardwired for it. But you also have a thing. And so in scanning the landscape of your life, it should help bring you to the place of identification. Okay, my core thing is this. My it thing is this. Now remember, the players around you will change. The seasons you're in will shift. But this thing that makes up your identity or your piece to the puzzle of humanity, it will remain. It's always there. It's always working, but it'll express itself through different things, different relationships, different creative outlets. It'll express itself differently in multiple ways at multiple times. But it's your job really, truly right now to figure this out through quiet time and reflection and scanning. Now, once you get that, that's going to lead you to your assignment. Now, when I say assignment, I don't want you to think that it's just one thing that you do all the time. That's how you get complacent and comfort in a comfort zone. And we don't want that. We want you to grow, evolve, change, develop, and really tap into your greatness. So I'm going to say assignments. So when you're saying what is your assignments, it could be a collection of activities, a collection of expressions, but they all come from the core of your it thing. T's a builder. And because T's a builder, she actually physically builds infrastructure, but she also builds humans through mentoring and coaching and a lot of hands-on effort. She also builds ideas. She also builds economy. I do a lot by way of entrepreneurship, which builds economy. So I'm a builder in a multitude of ways, but it's all stemming from this one thing. So many branches, so many leaves, so much shade is being provided because T's a builder. Now I want you to discover that same thing about you. Once you do that, here's what you're going to do next. You're just going to go. You go in the direction of the thing. And I find that, most often people are afraid of that. Like they will wait for the absolute plan. They will wait for okay, well, you're going to be this. And so get a degree for this. And then you're just going to do this thing. Well, it may not be one thing. It may be 6 things that lend to this global expression of you. So you want to make sure that you are not stagnant, you are not stale, and you are not stuck in a way that it doesn't cause you to press toward the thing. So even if you just start running, it's a lot easier to add momentum to motion than it is for someone who's standing and trying to think and wondering and No, just go. Just go. And here's the other question I get. But what if I do something wrong? But what if you do something right? Okay, but what if it doesn't work? But what if it does? Even if you do something wrong, even if it's not right, I promise you this. The experience of you doing that will all work toward whatever the fulfillment of your destiny is. I promise you. As long as you're active, you're going, you're moving, and your heart is to do the thing that you've been sent to do. It'll all work to the good. Trust me on that. What won't work is fear, doubt, and doing nothing. There's something about the lazy man that says, oh, well, if I do this, you will never achieve greatness in lifestyle or ability, or you will not develop agility needed in order for you to just kind of keep navigating some of the landmines of this world. You won't develop that if you just standing there making excuses about why you're not moving. You will stay broke and lost and confused. I promise you that. Don't gotta like me for it, but it is a truth. There's something to be said about just applying action in the direction that you find is a direction. Oh, okay, well, you say, okay, I want to be a doctor. Well, are you volunteering anywhere? Are you putting action in the direction of the thing that's your it thing? Again, we're talking about assignment. What is your assignment? My assignment is to build systems, structures, infrastructures, and people that cause the world to be better, to have access to better, to break the patterns of poverty in certain communities. I build. My assignment is to build for the betterment of humanity. Now, what is your assignment? Once you identify it, once you're going in the direction of it, now you want to build some systems. You want to build some structures. And the reason why systems and structures are so important is because, one, it keeps you accountable. Without accountability, you will not be responsible to your destiny. That you should write down. If you don't have a system of accountability, it's really hard to be accountable to your destiny. You want a system and you want structures. And so some of the things that I use as systems to keep me accountable is systems and structures as far as managing my time. If you're not managing your time, time is money. If you're not managing your time, that means you are missing moments where you should be building, you should be developing, you should be creating, but your time is not allocated toward it, so you won't be able to do it, which means you're further away from achieving the destiny. You and your destiny will have to keep doing this throughout your lifetime. Meeting up and clashing, and you become something different and it evolves. Meeting up and crashing, and then you become something different and then your destiny evolves. Every time you go in the direction of this thing, I promise you guys will meet up, you'll develop, you'll get intertwined, and then something really remarkable will happen. But if you are not managing your time, if you are not dedicating your time, your talent, your resources in that direction, I promise you, you'll be one of those people that'll look back on your life and say, well, I shoulda, coulda did this. You don't want to be one of those people. You want to be one of those people that listen. I exhausted all of the success and potential that I had in me with this life. And here it is. You want to be able to celebrate at the end of your day saying, man, I maxed it out. Secondly, structures. Now, one of the things that I build with structures, I want to go back to systems. You also want a system for your money. You want a system for your time. You want a system for your money or your resources coming in. Because sometimes as a builder, I need those resources to help other people build their lives, reshape their lives, or come out of a difficult time in their lives. I've had so many families that we've had to support through my company and personally with things like celebration of lives. They didn't have the wherewithal to prepare for that. And so if I didn't have a strong system for resource management, I wouldn't have the ability to help them. Or how about kids? I work with lots and lots and lots of kids. And sometimes one of their struggles, it's not academic. It's personal hygiene items and the expense of that, or proper shoes so that they can participate in certain athletic things. Like if I didn't have a system and structures for the resources that are needed in order to support, build, and serve people, then I wouldn't have a way to contribute. And so money, that's a big thing. The resources, that's a big thing. And I would also add the relationship. You want to have relationships, plural. You want to have systems and structures for the relationships that are necessary for you to fully evolve and be present and to express your love and to help people. And when I look at my systems and structures, sometimes that's allocating the time to spend time with people. It's also, I have a personal rule as a builder. I'm never too busy to stop my world from rotating if it means I need to talk to somebody, to help them off the ledge, to encourage them through a moment, to love them through a hard place. So one of the things that are built into my systems and structures is I'm never too busy. I will stop for a human. I will stop. There's no appointment more important than a kid who can't make it through the next 5 minutes. That's the priority. And so again, you want to build systems and structures even for relationships so that you're properly attending to the things and working from the core of who you are and fulfilling your assignment for every day. Now, again, when you're looking at what is my assignment, sometimes assignments are a lifetime assignment like T the Builder, but sometimes they're seasonal assignments like my kids. I have 3 kids and I've raised them all. I feel like I did a good job. But, during their academic years, I had a different assignment. My assignment wasn't, full on CEO, Forbes lister, do all the stuff. No, it was like, make sure your kids are at school early, make sure that they're assigned, help them with their assignment, support them, advocate for them. So my assignment was seasonal with my kids. Now they're all adults. They've been groomed to advocate for themselves. They've nearly all completed higher education. So, my assignment has shifted. Sometimes assignments are just for the day. There are times where I will only get 10 minutes with a person and I may never see them again. So my assignment can be sometimes expressed just from moment to moment or day to day. You want to have the sensitivity to know, okay, when does the assignment shift? When is the assignment growing? And this is all you stuff. Like no one can really tell you this. Like you should want to be so in tune with you, your call, your assignment, your giftings, your talent, where you can feel the sensitivity of the shift and then flow with it. I also see that sometimes when the season shifts, people are fighting to stay in the same seasonal assignment. Well, it's done. Like, come on. If you're a parent and your kid is like 16, do you still need to spoon feed them? Like literally graduate from the assignment. They don't need you doing that stuff. Are you still having to tell your adult kid to clean their room? Like graduate from that so they can graduate from that assignment. So don't be one of those people that stay in a temporary assignment too long, but fulfill the core of your assignment and have the sensitivity and the wherewithal in you to know when it's time for you to shift, time for you to expand, time for you to scale, or even time for you to go deeper. Like right now in this season of my life, my assignment has changed and I'm really going deeper into the vast pool of potential that I have where, I just dealt with, I did what I could do when I could do it because time was a thing, because I was raising kids and building a company and doing all the things. Well, now I have more strategic time to be like, wow, T, you really are good at that, or you really do enjoy that. You should explore that. I'm exploring things differently because that's the season I'm in as my assignment is shifting its expression, if you will. But the core is the same. My assignment. Why am I here? What are you doing? How are you showing up in the world that's making it better? I'm building things. I'm building people. I'm allowing myself to be built. I'm a completely different human being today than I was yesterday or 10 years ago. So, I do these podcasts because it's always the goal to help build the life that you want for the better, hopefully. The challenges that, don't I know how hard it is to be stuck. I know how hard it is to be living a lifestyle where you're depending on free food from programs. I know how hard it is to not have enough and not see a way to get more. I know how hard that is. So the goal is that the more I do this stuff, the more I express it, the more I share it, the more I practice it, live it, have evidence to the benefit of it, and then I gift it to you. The goal is that it's helping you become the builder of the life that you want and the person that you want to be. So, the hope and the prayer always is that this helps you. The hope and the prayer is that it helps you and those you love and the people around you. This is another expression of T's assignment as a builder, which is hopefully making humanity better, people better, lives better, lifestyles better. So if you're finding that this has built something in you by way of tenacity and grit and clarity of focus so that you can go forward, then I will have done my job. So thank you for watching. If this is helping you and you want to share the outcome of that, please drop some stuff in the comments and then subscribe and share. And, the goal is that this is helping. We're helping each other. And if there's something that you'd like to, for us to go over together or do a video about, I'm happy to do or expound on. If I've said something you're like, man, you need to go a little deeper with that, T, I didn't get it. Let me know. I'll do it. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this tribe. We're pulling each other up and pulling each other along. And trust me, I got more for you. So I'll see you again very soon.